sometimes with the ball. He said all we have to do is keep playing hard. We still have a chance in the second half, guys.
All right, Reggie obviously alluding to the fact the Lakers had 21 free throw attempts compared to 9 for the Sacramento Kings. The Lakers 18 of 21 to the stripe, 7 of 9 for the Kings. Mikey Moore, not much of a factor in the first half. Jump hook and a good-looking one to start the second half from Spencer Hawes, big to big.
Yeah, quick move by Mikey Moore that time. Normally he's a face-up guy. He likes to shoot the face-up jump shots. Shows a little bit of low post stuff.
Fish spotting up and spacing. And Lamar tried to time it. He tapped it, but it went to Hawes. They don't run a lot of high screen and roll. It pops out to Kobe on the miss by Hawes.
There's an example, though, of how free they're playing because they're, last game of the year. At that time, the Hawes just caught it and shot it, even though that's his game. He's a perimeter guy.
He's 0 for 5. 3 fouls slowed him down early. But a kid who defensively needs to pick it up, and it's understandable. He's only a rookie. Offensively, though, he shows a lot of signs that he is going to be a factor down the road for them.
Well, that's the area that most rookies suffer in coming into this league, but they're not alone. There are vets that suffer in that department as well.
Good quick turnaround. Pau Gasol kind of surprised he had so much space.
And that's why I like to see Powell catch and think offense first, because he's such an unselfish player. If he's covered and the offense isn't there, he'll pass the ball, but if you're thinking offense from the start, a lot easier. Like
Hawes
that.
for 3.
Like that.
Shows his range. So Spencer Hawes at 7 even, 245 pounds, 10th overall selection in last summer's draft. Kobe for 3. And better elevation, a little arc, more arc on that one. 14-point game. Foul on Kobe. That's his third.
Kobe picks up the foul, but he also knocks down the three-pointer on his last trip down. And Salmons was there trying to contest, but rhythm, follow through. Look at the fundamentals. Hand up, ensuring follow through. One of the reasons why he's the best in the game.
14-point advantage for the Lakers. Kobe's got 16, Gasol 19. And Udrih off balance and then squared up. Boy, interesting. Lamar all the way to the hole. Mikey Moore never got there. Lamar will at the free throw line.
That was just quickness by Lamar that prevented Mikey Moore from getting to the spot in time, because Mikey was making the right play, at least trying to make the right play, but never did establish anything. And Lamar, with the continuation on the play, gets the hoop, so he'll be going for a three-point opportunity. That's only Lamar's 4th shot, and he's like Pau Gasol now. Remember when Powell started the game? First quarter, he was 4 for 4. Lamar is still 4 for 4.
Powell with that make earlier in the second half is now 8 of 9. Lamar 9 points, 10 boards.
So suffice it to say that Lamar Odom will get another double-double.
Third most since the All-Star break in the NBA. He's just a different sort since Gasol arrived. Salmons running out of time. Mikey Moore recognized him.
That's what Mikey's there for, though.
Hawes blocked away, got to the rim, but it looked like Gasol got a piece of that one.
Where are you going?
Out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Kings. So the Lakers match their largest lead of the game at the outset of the second half, up by 15. First place in the Western Conference throughout the postseason is at stake tonight for the Lakers.
All they have to do is take care of business here in the second half.
Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Nice.
Yep, slipped it to Gasol. What a night, 9 of 10. And Pau has 21. Radmanovic with the assist. That's the 18th on 25 makes for the Lakers.
See the rhythm he's in when he catches it and shoots it in a hurry? It just makes it easy. Mikey Moore got pushed off the floor.
Udrih on the flyby. Makes him pay. So Beno Udrih warming up at the outset of the second half. He's got 13. The second leading scorer behind Doobie. A foul.
Well, they took it on purpose because they felt that Garcia was, not able to get back defensively as he's holding the side of his head. He cracked upside the skull on that last trip down, trying to get his bearings. Finally decides, no, my man's over there. So he goes over and reaches out and touches somebody.
Long three. And Hawes will clear it out. So Kobe 3 for 11 thus far. 9 of 10 to the free throw line, accounting 9 of his 16. Garcia. And off balance, Radmanovic was shoved, and that's the reason he almost went face first into the floor. It'll be on Hawes, his 4th.
I guess the officials having trouble blowing the whistle because that was about a 2-second delay. But better late than never, especially when you get it right.
I don't know what Mikey Moore said, but he got a smile out of Pau Gasol. 8:20 left. The foul was on Hawes, his 4th. Kobe on the curl. And a couple of free throws coming up. Could have called it on a couple, but it's Hawes' 5th.
That's why you pick up the 4th, and before you can get a guy down there to get him out of the game, he picks up his 5th. So he should be seated for quite some time. 8:13 left to go here in the 3rd. He's got 5. I don't think you'll see him to the 4th.
Well, he's only played 15 minutes tonight, and they want to keep him on the floor, obviously, in the game and all the way with mid or out the last couple of weeks. They kept him on the floor, and they've liked what they've seen from Spencer Hawes. But Camp Lakers 2008, 9th year going strong at UC Santa Barbara. Couple of sessions this July for guys 9 through 18. For all the details, sign up early. Call the camp hotline at 310-426-6055. It is presented by Dazzity.com. Camp Lakers at UC Santa Barbara. Make plans right now for this coming July. So Kobe's 11 of 12 at the stripe. That's 18. Kobe and Pau, the only 2 Lakers in double figures, yet there's 74 on the board. So contributions across the board. Salmon's blocked by Lamar.
Boy, that long arm. Salmons did everything right there. He did everything right. Maybe the only thing he could have done better was higher elevation, but he got body onto Lamar, but Lamar's long arm was able to reach out and deflect the shot.
9. Where's Radmanovic going? Left the rim, didn't he? Exposed. 9 on the shot clock as they brought it in. Salmons. And Lamar again. Last line of defense and did a good job to hold his ground. Lamar had those 2 early fouls, still on 2 fouls. Kobe with Mikey Moore trying to track him.
He's
Not fair.
Look at Mikey laughing.
He's smiling. Crowd's asking for it. Kobe almost gave it to him. That was a deep 3.
That was just having a little bit of fun there.
Salmons. And with that miss, they're 6 of 9 beyond the arc. Lakers 3 of 10 on their 3-point tries after Kobe's miss. So the Lakers by 17. And certainly an uneven game tonight. Lamar on the run. And a couple of free throws. Rad hit him in stride, didn't he?
I mean, but there is just running your offense. You throw the ball to the corner and you make that little corner cut. If you're open, you get it back. If not, you run it out. Then they run their corner series. Center steps out, sets the screen. Now, if Lamar wasn't open, Powell was ready to go out and set the screen. Lamar to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's only been there 1 time, and he made that one. He's trying to stay perfect in the offensive category. 4 for 4 from the field. 1 for 1 at the charity stripe.
The consistency of Lamar Odom. And you look at his numbers ever since Pau Gasol arrived on the 1st of February, and the dramatic difference. So he's got 42. You saw what he's done over the last 34, 23. Well, 42 on the year for Lamar. But what a tandem it has provided for the Lakers down on the baseline. So Lamar keeps that perfection you're talking about. 11 points, 11 boards with a couple of assists and a couple of blocks too.
The Lakers showing a little bit of zone. Are you kidding me?
And Gasol with the block.
Like I said, a little bit. Gee.
How little?
Very little.
I was waiting.
I mean, if you don't play it very often, it's hard to get it down. And the Lakers don't play it very often.
They've seen a lot this year, though. And especially in the last month. Now, whether teams try to zone them in the postseason.
I'm surprised they haven't seen more. When you have a player as talented as Kobe, you've got the inside play of Powell, you've got the versatility of Lamar. So I can see, I would see a little bit more of that.
Inside of 10 on the shot clock for Udrih and the Kings. The Lakers with the biggest lead of the game. Salmons created the contact, and he got it from Derek Fisher. So free throws coming up by a talented young man in his 6th year out of Miami. That's the third unfished and the third team foul for the Lakers. It's 6:45 to play in the third.
Again, that zone. What is the easiest thing to attack is the zone, whether it's via the pass into the middle or dribble penetration. That time Salmons with the dribble penetration.
And he fell out of the rotation after he started the season for Reggie Theus. Now he's back into the starting lineup. 29-10 last night. And their 101-98 loss at home at Arco. And still, even with that loss, they had a good home record. Not a bad one at all for a team under the 500 mark. 26-15 at home. They've always held home court well in Sacramento. Salmons gets a couple at the stripe. He's got 10 and 8, but only 3 of 12 from the field. Far cry from the high shooting percentage last night. Foul. And Williams recovered as it's flipped over to Udrih. Now they had the mismatch. Kobe. They found it. So Sheldon Williams with the easy one inside. 15-point Laker lead. 4 straight for Sacramento. Splits the double. Kobe behind the back. Wanted to get it to Lamar. And out of bounds to the Lakers.
That saved Kobe a turnover.
And it was close to a loose ball foul on Lamar.
Still had plenty of time on the shot clock, 14 seconds.
Repost Gasol. And clipped on the hip. Couple of free throws coming up. That'll take us to a timeout.
And that'll take Pau Gasol to the 15-foot mark. The one where there's a painted line there. That's called the free throw line. Pau. He's 3 out of 4 from that area.
5:59 remaining in the third quarter. Lakers up on the Kings by 15. Patrick O'Neal here with you. You know, earlier Joel and Stu were talking about Kobe Bryant's technical foul situation. Kobe picked up his 15th, March 26th. Happy to report he is free and clear now. Spoke with Lakers PR Director John Black. If Kobe got teed up tonight, he would not be suspended for the first game of the playoffs. Technicals reset in the postseason. After 6, a player would miss a game in the playoffs. So credit Kobe for keeping his cool down the stretch. But tonight, Kobe did pick up his 4,000th career assist, making him the 16th player with 21,000 points and 4,000 assists. And the third Laker behind, I'm sure you guys know, Jerry West and Magic Johnson. Back to you.
All right.
You know, I was told that they did carry, that 16th did carry to the first game. So what they're saying then is, and obviously I was in error, but that gives Kobe a free game then. He cussed the official out tonight.
Now, here's
what
what
makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean.
but one thing I'd like clarified: does it carry over if he gets a technical? All right, and it doesn't go to the postseason. Does it go to the opener of next season?
It doesn't make sense. If
Right.
it doesn't carry over, it doesn't carry over.
No, it doesn't carry over to the postseason. But if it's a regular season rule, that's the start of the regular season.
Well, we're going to have to ask people in charge.
Gasol. And Radmanovich tried to get it back to him after Powell missed the free throw. Powell's 9 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 at the stripe. Just 22 and 6. He has spoiled us. 25 the other night. And that was a quiet 25. That's possible. That's against the Hornets. Low percentage look for Salmons. And a loose ball foul coming up. It'll be on Gasol. So Powell picks up his second. The Lakers' 4th team foul. So free throws aren't there yet, but the rest of the way. In fact, for both teams.
I talked about this game not having any kind of rhythm, and there just hasn't been any. There have been no runs really by the Lakers. And when I say runs, it's something that really gets the crowd excited. Offensive foul.
Clear out. Garcia used the off arm. Gasol went straight up to deny him. 4th on Francisco Garcia.
All that does is bring in their scorer, Quincy Doobie. gives him a chance to come in for Udrih.
And Garcia, don't forget, as he argues that call with Benny Adams on his way out of the floor. And will he stay on? Yes, he'll stay out there with 4. That was the official that called the technical on Garcia. So the Lakers by 16. Both teams trying to find a rhythm here in the second half. Radmanovic, it stays home. So Vlade, 4 of 5 from the field. The Lakers still shooting 50%. 41% for Sacramento. As the Lakers are back up by 18. Largest lead was 19. Boy, Mikey Moore. Nice
what
addition.
he does.
Nice addition.
But that's really what he does. He can catch, face up, and knock down that 15, 18-footer.
And don't forget, this is a guy that wasn't drafted, so it's kind of nice to see, and real nice actually, to see a guy rewarded late in his career. Don't forget, Mikey's 32 years old. Played his college ball, Stu, you know about that, at Nebraska. Pistons, Kings are the 9th team that he's played for.
Usually people that, come out of Nebraska work hard. That's no news bulletin.
Midwest mentality.
Hard workers. You don't have to be from that area, but if you end up going there, you develop that mentality.
Taken away. Salmon's long arms. Doobie on the break. Glass at home. Points off a turnover. And the Lakers can't be happy about that because they've given up 16 now. 18-16. They're a +2 in that department as the Kings have turned it over 16 times. But you want to clean it up before you go into the postseason. Fish over Doobie. Everybody's taking advantage of Quincy. Quincy, though, at the offensive end's getting his.
When you're $160, you're going to get taken advantage of in the post.
It's kicked by Fish. I bring up Doobie getting his at the other end, though. As Fish, that was his first basket of the game on his 6th try. Doobie, 7 of 10 off the bench. So he leads the Kings as he's back out there with 17.
He can score. Jumper, wide open for Doobie.
Glad I brought up the 7 of 10. Make it 7 of 11.
You like 7 of 11, don't you?
Operative numbers. Very strong numbers. Inside of 4 to play in the third. Now Kobe deep into the clock against Salmons. Thought about it with the space. And he bit. Couple of free throws coming up. We haven't had a lot of runs without whistles. We haven't gone 2 or 3 minutes without whistles.
That's why you can never get a rhythm in a game. If you have a lot of whistles, it just totally breaks up the rhythm. Whether it's turnovers or fouls, if there's a lot of, these 3 guys with the whistles are involved, you got a bad game.
It's not been a real clean game. It's Kobe looking for his first MVP award, and this is 12th season. And boy, don't have a vote, but I truly feel he deserves it. The way the Lakers, and remember, missing their starting center for better than half the season.
Well,
other injuries as well, the way he's really kept the glue.
As it goes, absolutely he deserves. But, if you believe in most valuable players. I don't believe in most valuable player. I mean, I don't know how you can individualize what is the epitome of a team sport. So the Lakers will be happy to see, obviously, number 24, if he were fortunate enough to win the award. The Kings want to win the timeout award. They're taking another one here at the 3:41 mark. They trail 83-65.
3:41 to play in the third as the Lakers are trying to secure top spot in the West and home court throughout the conference playoffs. So almost there, up by 18. As we mentioned, there's still 15 minutes and 41 seconds left in the regular season for the Lakers. And the Sacramento Kings, they'd love to spoil things. And they've played at a high level, winning 6 of their previous 9. And beating playoff opponents. Doobie with the air ball. Fish saved it. They beat Houston, New Orleans, on the run, Radmanovic. How about that pass? And a block, unfortunately. Lamar, I love it.
Another one of those rules I wish they would change. I mean, the offensive foul on the shot, okay. But a guy just running under you on a pass, let that one go.
How about Lamar? Man, is he unselfish.
That's just Lamar being Lamar. pass. As soon as it touched Lamar's hands, Fish already had it.
So Radmanovich with a couple of free throws. Lamar Odom keeps playing at this level. Could be a long spring into June for the Lakers. And let's cross our fingers on that because Lamar has been so consistent.
Play the part of a coach here. The Lakers they got to worry about, everybody playing well and getting out of the first round. And then you worry about everybody playing well, staying healthy, get out of the second round. Get too far ahead of yourself and you got that early vacation.
Be nice for the first time since the 03-04 season, though, to have home court. They won the division. They didn't have it throughout, but at least they won the division. And that was on that final game of the season when Kobe made those incredible shots. Won't be that time. You could see out of his hand it was flat and across, and a loose ball foul. Lamar was held. He was nailed. He wasn't held down. He was nailed down. Free throws coming up for Lamar.
He tried to jump, but when you jump, everyone talks about obviously you use your legs to jump, but you also use your arms. You get that propulsion a little bit with your arms. And Lamar tried to use his arms to go up, and they didn't go anywhere. Thus, he didn't go anywhere.
It's 5 on Francisco Garcia. And Stu, I mentioned the situation for the Lakers going into the postseason because let's face it, most of the prognosticators had the Lakers finishing 7th or 8th this year in the Western Conference. In fact, one magazine, Sports Illustrated, had them out of the postseason. At the beginning of the year, they said they wouldn't make the playoffs.
Last I checked, there was an 82-game season, and you had to play them.
Yeah, the predictions really don't matter. Now the Lakers are a little more than 14 minutes away from the #1 seed in the ultra-competitive Western Conference. And that's not bad for a team, as we mentioned, that has missed their starting center for better than half the season. Lamar. A 7-0 run for the Lakers as Lamar is 13-12 so far. 13 points, 12 boards, and he gives the Lakers their largest lead of the game. They're up by 21. Anthony Johnson back into the game as Garcia got his fifth. Fish thought he beat him to the spot. Free throws for Quincy Douby.
Help and recover. One of the hardest things there is to do defensively. Try to help and then recover to a shooter under control where you're trying to prevent him from shooting the ball, but at the same time prevent him from beating you off the dribble. That is difficult, especially for a backcourt player.
He's not far off his career best. He had 21 last year against the Warriors. He's already got a season high tonight of 18 in 19 minutes of play. And Ronny Turiaf is going to be checking in for the Lakers as he'll take over for Pau Gasol. 2:38 to play in the third. Fish will also sit down with Farmar checking back in. Not a bad one for Pau so far. 22, 7, 3 assists. Now that's in 27 minutes. So the Lakers back up by 19 after the 2 by Douby. He's got 19, a new season high. And there's the zone.
No attack to it quite yet.
Lamar with a little show.
There's the attack.
Good ball movement. And Farmar, because the ball got to the middle, Stu, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, when they're in a zone, as long as you're windshield wipering, and that's going side to side, east and west, you're not doing anything. But when you go north and south, boy, it's in deep, deep trouble.
So the Lakers get their 4th three-pointer of the game. The second from Farmar. He closed out the half with this three to give the Lakers a 14-point lead. Douby. Now Williams will keep it alive, going back up. And glassing home the layup. So it's back to 20 at 89-69.
Are we still in the third quarter?
Lamar extends a little bit, doesn't he? Right by Mikey Moore.
Call him extendo?
You got it. I love it. Remember those erector sets? He just keeps going and going. 15 points, 12 boards.
I thought that was the Energizer Bunny. He kept going and going.
Depends upon the generation.
Oh.
Douby looking for a foul. Farmer's just looking for the ball. Roney inside the arc. Boy, is his stroke on. He was really hitting at a high level, that outside shot. Like in San Antonio,
Well, it would help if one of the Kings would defend him. He was wide open.
93-69 Lakers. Final minute of the third.
Third? Can't we get a running clock going here?
Yeah, I was waiting for that. It's not skins and shirts out there. Salmons gets a couple of free throws. He was like a pinball. He earned it. So, Turioff gets the foul. The Lakers trying to finish the season 32 games over the 500 mark at 57-25. And don't forget they had 8 losses over their first 17 games.
Someone told me that.
And that's just 17 the rest of the way. Not too shabby. Thursday, Angels after a win today. I watched that on the treadmill. And I got to tell you something about that, Stu. Big A is the site, Royals, Thursday, 7 o'clock. So I'm watching the Angels this afternoon, and they're running Laker promos as Kobe sits down to a standing O. Will he be back for the fourth with the Lakers up by so many?
I hope not.
You said it. But back to watching the Angels today, and they got little promos for the Lakers game tonight, and it's Pau Gasol repeatedly. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, if things changed. Dude, anybody think they would see this guy in promos for FSN?
That's good though, doesn't it?
No, that brought a smile to my face. Radmanovic. Did he call glass?
No.
He called glass.
No.
Yeah, he did. It's great.
No,
it's great.
No.
I love it.
So you shouldn't be allowed to accept a shot like that.
Roney wanted to block it. Doobie lost it on his way up. And the foul for Roney.
Very close to an offensive foul, too. He used that left arm off the ball. I tell you, you shouldn't be allowed to take shots like this. I mean, this should be a penalty. When you shoot a shot that's that big of a brick and it goes in, that should be a turnover.
I heard glass.
Yeah, you heard glass, all right.
They were long stems, those glasses. 27.5 seconds.
What'd you tell me Doobie's career high was?
He's right there. He's on his way.
What do you mean he's on his way? What is it?
Right here and now. You're watching it. 21. He's just matched it. Last year, 21 against the Warriors and 21. Final game. Game 82 as well for the Sacramento Kings.
He's got 12 more minutes. He might get 40.
He's got 21 in 21 minutes. That's making the most of your chances.
Helps when nobody guards you, too.
Start of vacation. Not for the Lakers, though. So final shot coming up. And Lamar slings it for Sasha. Okay. Give an assist. Sasha's got a couple of threes. He's only taken 2 shots. And the Lakers take it away. Radmanovic beats the clock.
Let me tell you something. Radmanovic has impressed me this year with foot speed. I mean, when he wants to turn on the gas, he can turn on the gas. He sprinted after that loose ball. They just carelessly threw it inbounds, and Vlade just exploded to it. He said, hey, the only way I'm going to get an easy shot is to work for it. I might as well go get it. And go get it. He did and finished. Wow. High fly act, Vlade?
No letdown for the Lakers. 39 in the third, and the front court wasn't going to let them have any kind of disappointments here tonight. Radmanovic 6 of 7, Lamar 5 of 5, Gasol 9 of 11. The front court a combined 20 of 23. So we start the final 12 minutes of regulation of the regular season, and the Lakers exploding on the Kings. 101-72. Good to see Chris Mihm in there, and a little flat on the shot, but good to see the spring. Baby hook, the jump hook from Chris.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of that possession. Well, not exactly. Obviously, they wanted a score, but they ran the play. It's Doobie. The
New
only
career,
offense the Kings have right now.
New career high for Quincy Doobie. He's got 23 on 8 of 15 for the field with 4 free throws.
And Kings stay in that zone.
Get it inside.
There's the inside out. You get a shot.
And Farmar capitalizes. 30-point lead for the Lakers. Farmar with 3 3-pointers. He's 3 of 5 for the field. He's got 9. Bench had 39 on Sunday against San Antonio. They were the reason the reserves extended the lead at the start of the fourth, but the starters didn't have to play the fourth. Gasol, Lamar, Kobe, or actually Lamar was the only starter, in fact, that played in the fourth. Dangerous pass. And Doobie waltzes home.
Doobie, he must have a sign on his back that says "Do not touch," because nobody is guarding or touching him at all. He just waltzed through the lane that time. Not allowed to hand check anymore, but you are allowed to touch somebody.
Sasha with a nice entry for Chris Min. And Hawes bats it out of bounds with the block with 5 on the shot clock.
Chris Min wanted goaltending on that play, and the official right on the spot says no. Travel.
Rooney walked with the basketball.
No, he ran with it.
So almost 2 minutes gone in the fourth. The Lakers, their 11th turnover. And from the start of the season to the end of the season, that's one of the biggest areas of improvement for the Lakers. They are now 11th in the league in mistakes. Start of the season, they were better than 16 turnovers a game.
Certain teams are going to have more mistakes than other teams, though, just by the way, the style of play that they have. The Lakers wanted to push more of a tempo this year, and I expected them to have more turnovers because they were not a fast-breaking type team to start with, and it was going to take a while for them to really adjust.
Garcia fills it up from beyond the arc. Inside of 10 to play. Just want to get out of here healthy now. Good passing. And Roney, real good passing. As Sasha got it to Luke and Roney. 106-79.
Sasha's pass was good. It got through a couple of defenders. Ends up with a basket for the Lakers.
27 assists on 35 makes for the Lakers.
Somebody better guard Doobie.
Sasha trying to stay in front of him. Now deep into the clock. Will they get it off in time? No. They get the stop. Doobie gave it up late to Beno Udrih. You know, it's got to be a real gratifying feeling to see the transition and the turnaround for this man. And that's the Lakers general manager, Mitch Kupchak, from a team that he felt very strongly about over the summer and the start of the season. With the improvement of Bynum, Sasha Vujacic, and Farmar, the components, they felt it was there. It's turned out to be right on. Back door. Roney from Farmar.
Boy, that zone, I tell you, I just don't, at the NBA level, because they're not allowed to really play a zone, even if they were, it's a pretty weak defense if you attack it. That's why you don't see a lot of teams playing very much of it at all.
Udrih reverses it. 108-81. Again, Roney. Reserves are having some fun. So Roney up to 10 off the bench. He hasn't missed either. And the Lakers as a group, 56%. The growth and improvement. Doobie will get it, adding to his career best. And on a reach, he'll go to the free throw line. 27 for Quincy Doobie. But the story, the #1 seed in the West for the Lakers.
I told you Doobie's going to end up with 40. He's got 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. And he's going to the line to see if he can add to his total. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Lakers' possible first-round opponent. Should be interesting. Still have 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 82nd game of the year for the Lakers as they lead 110-83. Their possible opponents in the first round could be Denver. Lakers are 3-0 against the Denver Nuggets this year. What are their strengths? Well, they've got a lot of individual talent, but their weakness is their decision-making. They can make some of the strangest decisions at some of the most important times. Another possible opponent, the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers 3-1 against them. Their strength is that guy, Dirk Nowitzki. Their weakness, well, after the trade, they don't have any size in the middle. After Eric Dampier, they get small in the middle, so their size may be a factor. And if they were to start today, they're not far from starting. You can see the Lakers, who the Jazz and the Rockets to be a good one. But I like the 3-6 matchup right now. That's the one that I like.
If it stays that way.
Yeah, if it stays that way, obviously. And the Hornets and the Mavericks. So, but again, the way the West has been this year, it is going down to the final day of the year before you definitively know who you're playing in the playoffs.
And that's because if Denver wins tomorrow night, and they've got Memphis at home, and Memphis lost tonight at Portland. At least they were down big tonight at Portland. So that's the second of a back-to-back for the Grizzlies. And they were down, yeah, 105-83 late in the fourth. But my point is, if Denver wins and Dallas loses at home to New Orleans, then Dallas is the 8th seed.
Yeah, well, Memphis could have had a week off, and it wouldn't matter as far as back-to-backs are concerned. They're playing the string out as well.
Ronny Turiaf out there with Chris Mihm, Luke Walton, Jordan Farmar, and Sasha Vujacic.
I like that.
Jordan Farmar inside the arc. In fact, inside the circle.
With an 18-footer. And I'll tell you, that's going to make people have to close on him even more. And with his speed, his quickness off the dribble, he can get into the paint.
Bench had 39 Sunday. They've already got 37. Sasha giving points for hustle and effort. Don't kick the ball, though. Kobe knows about that. So the starters on the bench as the Lakers wrap up the #1 seed in the West. Roney corral the long rebound. Sasha. Chris Mihm kept it alive, but it'll come out to Doobie. Lakers still at 56% shooting. Not a lot of defense here in the fourth to begin with, as Utri now has 17 on 8 of 11 from the field.
That's why you ought to play with a running clock. It ought to be like the young kids games where they play with it.
There haven't been a lot of whistles, at least here in the fourth.
That's the other thing. Either have a running clock or no fouls. You're not allowed to blow the whistle.
Roney sharing it, but 3 seconds in the lane. Roney goes up, they don't call it.
Yep, the extra pass.
And Frank Hamlin talked at halftime with Patrick O'Neal about that extra pass, and sometimes to the extreme, that they were overpassing a little bit in the first half.
And that's one of the things you guard against at times. You know, sure, you like to have a team that shares the ball, but you have to know when to give it up. Don't just pass for the sake of passing.
Final 7 minutes. Game number 82. Hard to believe. As Williams gets around and doesn't get the rim. That's strange.
He thought he had a clearer path, but Chris Mihm reacted pretty well to that.
Chris Mihm too strong as Hawes clears it out.
That's the one where Chris has to show the up and under. The defender is just sitting there trying to contest the shot, get him in the air, go right up under him and lay it in.
A little more lift. Looks like Chris is getting up off the ground.
He's starting to feel better.
Yeah. Now final 5 of the shot clock. Doesn't make any difference. Udry's not that tall. Lakers get it back on the 19th turnover by the Kings.
Udry's problem was he didn't go up with 2 hands to catch the pass. He tried to catch it in one and wasn't successful, obviously.
Farmar. And Sasha. His spot. His bucket. So Sasha with 8 on 3 of 4. And has only missed inside the arc. Wide open. It's been that good for the Lakers. All the Lakers tonight shooting. I talk about the front court. Combined 20 of 23. Sasha will clear it out.
Is that his first rebound?
For Sasha, it is his first with 3 assists.
There's a turnover for Sasha as well.
He'll take it right back, though. And leads it with Roney. Chris Mihm slams her. That's nice to see. The long journey back, Chris has worked. Really worked hard. So Chris on the board. 30-point Laker lead with 5+ to play.
Isn't there a 30-point rule? No, I guess not. The Lakers had a 30-point lead, and it went down to 1 against the Hornets.
Williams cleans up the Hawes miss. I want to thank some of the people that have helped us this year, and especially John Black, PR director for the Lakers and the entire
He helped you?
Lakers PR department. Don't go there. Along with Allison Bogley, Josh Ruprecht, Nick Mazzella, and Matt Fleer on John's staff, but thanks to John Black and his crew Udrih, nifty move with the pressure of Ronny Turiaf. So the final 4.5 of the regular season. No letdown. The Lakers led by 14 at the half. They exploded for 39 in the third to bust it wide open. Chris Mihm. It was blocked and deflected.
But you see,
they got to the rim. Got to go up.
He's turning.
Luke doesn't know it.
The guys.
Oh no, they reset it.
The guys are sitting on that move. That's why I said you turn just a little up fake, and you've got them where you want them. We've got a timeout with 4:14 left to play. And the Lakers, well, they're sitting pretty right now. They lead 116-90 as Chris hammers home his 2 points.
FSN West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Supercuts. Every time.
4 minutes, 14 seconds left in the regular season for the Lakers. They lead at 116-90. And the bench has played a big part in this game again tonight. And Ronny showing that passion that he plays with every second that he's out there. And he plays with effectiveness as well. He's been on the floor for 19 minutes. And our Carl's Jr. Exmo shows him put one down. That's a nice play. 5 out of 6 from the field. He's got 6 assists in the game and 2 rebounds. So Ronny Turiaf making things happen. And then, as I say his name, going to that timeout, he picked up a technical. For what? I have no idea.
Neither does Phil Jackson. So now Spencer Hawes, the Kings, will bring it in.
Well, Phil accepted the explanation from the official. Or whatever it was, it merited a G.
Hawes doesn't get a thing as Mihm recovered in time. Final 4.
One of the things you try to teach young players is a little bit of patience. You know, you don't have to do things so fast. Just take your time. If you have the ball offensively, you're in charge. The defense is at your beck and call.
Ira Newble, he had a 3 against his former team, the San Antonio Spurs, on Sundays. He's checked in with DJ Benga. Good up fake. Man, sharing it right back with Sasha. Real short as it's picked up by Garcia.
Doobie trying to get to the 30-point mark for the first time in his NBA career.
He's got 2 DJ. Surprised they didn't go back that way. Instead, a great entry. Hawes, a little bounce from Udrih. As I said before, up by 23. Just get out of here healthy. Get ready for the playoffs. Most likely going to start as Sasha from long range. Chris Mihm inside position, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Most likely Sunday. I'd be surprised if the network didn't take it. The #1 seed on Sunday afternoon for their 12:30, 3:30 Eastern start. And by the way, congratulations and thanks. And I know you want to say something as well, Stu, to Phil Jackson, his entire staff, Frank Hamlin, Kurt Rambis, Brian Shaw, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Craig Hodges, for the way that this group has, and Jim Clements, of course, has just hung in there. And after the start, tumultuous offseason, it's been quite a ride this year.
It's been a great ride for them. They're looking at the #1 seed in the West. It's a great ride. On the other end of that spectrum for like tonight, the other end of the bench, or other end of the floor, Reggie Theus and him, they've had a tumultuous season. Their record is awfully poor.
And thanks as well inside the training room, Gary Vitti, Chip Schaefer, Alex McKechnie, that entire group for their help all season. Benga from Sasha. Final 2:35 as Doobie on the run out. Behind his back. If he makes that, it's really something for Quincy. Good kid out of Brooklyn.
He turned playground on us on the last game of the year.
He thought he was back in Brooklyn. Farmar. A lot of minutes for the reserves, both Sunday and Tuesday this evening.
Double dribble.
There, I told you, there's not a lot of whistles here in the fourth, fortunately. Udrih gets the triple. So the Lakers, the number 1 seed in the West for the first time, and richly deserved. First time in a long time. As Newble will take it away and give the Lakers a fresh shot clock. So what a difference. No longer, where was Ira going? No longer a 7 or 8, but a number 1 seed.
You should not be allowed to call timeout in the final 2 minutes. Minute and 42 left.
How do you really feel?
And the Lakers up 118-96, and we have to sell something?
The Lakers cruise right along with a minute 42 to play. 118-96, as it was up to 30 a few times. The time now for the Land Rover legendary performance. 6 times Phil Jackson has finished as the number 1 seed. The head coach, the Bulls, the Lakers. Not just a coincidence. All 6 rings. 9 total. Tying Red Auerbach, the all-time NBA lead. And will this be a magical number 10 for Phil Jackson and the Lakers? They're peaking at the right time. This is going to be their 8th win of the last 9 games of the regular season. And they picked it up after the disappointments at home as Benga is called for the foul on Hawes. And I want to also take the time, Stu, to thank our crew for putting up with us all year long. And that's our producer, Mark Shaw, our director, Doug Freeman, Jared Stacy, our TD, Ken Kirschbaum, and Brittany Savicle. How did she tolerate us all season, our stage manager?
Speak for yourself.
Come on.
No. I was just say you should thanking a lot of people. They haven't done anything for us.
Low blow.
No, I'm
Farmar with the finger roll.
Man.
Yeah, the audio. Our audio man. Anthony Hurd's going to close your mic in a hurry.
Oh, well, let me tell you. we're only as effective as they make us be, you know, and they have made us our job so easy. Absolutely want to second what you just said.
We really have a great crew here. A long-time crew. You can go back in the old prime ticket days. Back in 85. Sasha. And keeping it alive, Ira Newble. Don't tell him it's a blowout.
Use up some clock.
Bingo! DJ!
The crowd, they're not worried about anything but those tacos.
Doobie. And it'll be tapped home by Williams. Now they're really in jeopardy.
Puts a lot of pressure on the Lakers.
And thanks to the support that we always get from our executive producer, Tom Pure of Fox Sports Net West, and also our general manager, Steve Simpson. It's been one incredible regular season, and we're looking for carryover now into the postseason. Chris Mimm with the left hand. And Ira Newble finishes it off. Now, the last remaining suspense to the regular season.
This is it. The suspense. Can the Lakers get a stop and get the fans?
Doobie. His career best.
The crowd is booing. They're up by 106 points, but they're booing because Quincy Doobie makes a real nice shot here. Puts them at the 100-point mark, so no free tacos. Get your wallets out. Buy one for a change.
That's just a factor. He gets the three-point play, and he's at a career best 32 points, and it is all over at Staples Center. The regular season has concluded. To the postseason we go. The number 1 seed for the first time since the 99-2000 season. The Lakers head into the playoffs in style and with momentum.
Yeah, momentum is some of the key. You know, you want to go in with momentum. The most important thing you want to go in with is health. But if you can't have all of that, then you definitely want Mr. Mo.
You can hear the chants in the background. It has been an MVP season for Kobe Bryant, and let's see if he's rewarded now. He deserves it. And this is 12th year with the Lakers. Yeah, the front court was amazing tonight. Radmanovic, Odom, Pau Gasol, a combined 20 for 23.
Now the couple of days off, when I say a couple,
And extra.
today being Tuesday, playoffs don't start till Saturday, and you know the Lakers will probably start. Well, I won't even say.
So the Lakers take care of the one they had to have to secure the #1 seed. They win it easily, cruising away in the second half, beat the Kings 124-101. And let's head downstairs now to Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.
All right, Joel, thanks a lot. Kobe, first off, congratulations to you and your teammates for clinching the #1 seed in the Western Conference. Considering where this team was in training camp in August, pretty remarkable. Did you think this was possible?
Yeah, no, it's pretty special. And considering the amount of injuries we've had, I mean, we've really been able to battle back, and to have the best record in the Western Conference is it's special. It's a great accomplishment for us.
This has been a remarkable, wild Western Conference just to get this and accomplish that. Talk about the race and just how confident this team is that you could do well in the playoffs.
Well, we're very confident. You know, we've been playing extremely well, and this is what you want to have happen. You want to be playing your best basketball going into the postseason. And but the Western Conference, man, it's been brutal all year, and for us to end up on top of it, man, we really feel good about ourselves.
Hey, to get these fans back here for Game 1,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, you know, Laker fever is back, and we're getting ready for the first round. I know this place is going to be rocking and rolling.
Last one for you, Kobe. You hear the chants, the MVP. A lot was said. Depending on which team finished with the #1 overall record in the Western Conference, that would be the guy that got the MVP. Do you think you did enough?
I don't know. You know, it's I'm just happy to be in this position for us to be playing well. And postseason rolls around, you know, we start anew.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. I think he did enough. I think the fans think that he did enough as he goes off with his hands held high. What an accomplishment for the Lakers, #1 seed in the West. Don't go anywhere. We got a great show for you on Lakers Live presented by Hyundai. We'll have interviews. We got the Phil Jackson press conference. Also, our advanced scouts, Norm Nixon, Stu Lance, Billy Mack. They're going to break down the first round of the playoffs. That's all coming up. Again, Lakers, the #1 seed in the West. Interviews and much more coming up right after this.